بسم الله الرحمن الرحيم. إن الحمد لله نحمده ونستعينه ونستغفره ونعوذ بالله من شرور أنفسنا وسيئات أعمالنا. من يهده الله فلا مضل له ومن يضلله فلا هادي له. أشهد أن لا إله إلا الله وحده لا شريك له وأشهد أن محمدا عبده ورسوله. أوصيكم وإياي أولا بتقوى الله فقد فاز المتقون، كما قال الله تعالى في القرآن الكريم بعد الأعوذ بالله من الشيطان الرجيم: يا أيها الذين آمنوا اتقوا الله حق تقاته ولا تموتن إلا وأنتم مسلمون. وقال الله أيضا: يا أيها الذين آمنوا اتقوا الله وقولوا قولا سديدا يصلح لكم أعمالكم ويغفر لكم ذنوبكم ومن يطع الله ورسوله فقد فاز فوزا عظيما. أما بعد فإن خير الكلام كلام الله وأحسن هدي هدي محمد صلى الله عليه وآله وصحبه وسلم وشر الأمور محدثاتها وكل محدثة بدعة وكل بدعة ضلالة وكل ضلالة في النار. Assalamualaikum warahmatullahi wabarakatuh. All praise due to Allah Rabbul Alameen, who have created us, provided for us, who has showered His mercy and blessing upon all of us, and who have given us a divine guidance. That is Al-Quran Al-Karim, who has sent a prophet, Muhammad Sallallahu Alaihi Wasallam, as the last messenger, the seal of all prophets, to show us the best way to get closer to Allah, and the best way to attain peace in this life and the hereafter. Brothers and sisters, let us begin our morning with the morning prayer and also a prayer for all family members who have passed away, whether recently or they have passed away some time ago. Let us make a prayer for everybody. Bismillahirrahmanirrahim. Alhamdulillahi Rabbil Alameen. Allahumma salli ala Muhammad wa ala ali Muhammad kama sallaita ala Ibrahim wa ala ali Ibrahim innaka hamidun majid. Allahumma bika asbahna wa bika amsayna wa bika nahya wa bika namut wa ilayka an-nushur. Bismillahillazi la yadurru ma'asmihi syai'un fil ardi wala fis sama'i wa huwa as-sami'ul alim. Raditu billahi rabba wa bil islami dina wa bi Muhammadin nabiyya. Allahumma zidni ilman nafi'a wa rizqan tayyiba wa amalan mutaqabbala. Ya muqallibal qulub thabbit qulubana ala dinik wa ala ta'atik. Allahumma adkhilna jannatak wajirna minan nar. Allahumma ighfir li hayyina wa mayyitina wa syahidina wa ghaibina wa saghirina wa kabirina wa dhakarina wa unthana. Allahumma man ahyaytahu minna fa ahyihi alal Islam wa man توفيته منا فتوفه على الإيمان ربنا آتنا في الدنيا حسنة وفي الآخرة حسنة وقنا عذاب النار وصلى الله على محمد وعلى آله وصحبه أجمعين أن الحمد لله رب العالمين آمين يا رب العالمين. We have been reminded by Allah Almighty again and again. We have been reminded by our parents from very young how to be a better person, to work hard, to discipline ourselves, to make sure that we minimize our problem in life. Life is full of challenges. Nobody can escape from the trial of Allah Rabbul Alameen. But being a Muslim, brothers and sisters, we have been blessed. Yeah. Why? Because we have been reminded by Allah. Not only once, almost every day. Every day we make dua. Every day we try to be connected to Allah. Why we need to connect ourselves with Allah? Is to make sure that we are guided. When you disconnect yourself with Allah, you overconfident, then you will see there will be more problem waiting for you ahead. It's just like how important you stay connected to your parent. Because parents want the best for the children. They always want to give them the best advice, the best guidance, the best food, the best in everything, whatever they can offer. But there will come a time when we feel we don't need their advice anymore. That is the beginning of our problem. I'm not saying that we do not know what is right and wrong. Yes, we do know what is right and wrong. But the issue here is that there are a lot of changes in life. We need to have somebody to help us. Even among the angels, they need help. Even the angels. Our last topic, if I'm not wrong, about knowing the angels, the helper of the angel of death. Angel is not like you and me. Very powerful beings of Allah. They can do wonders. But even then, they ask Allah for help. They ask Allah for help. Human is very unique. The little knowledge that Allah have given you make you so proud that you feel that I don't need any help anymore. Only when you're in deep trouble, when you are caught in some very big problem, then you remember Allah. And that's why Allah in the Hadith Qudsi is telling us about His relationship with us. We start our class always by asking Allah for His blessing, calling upon Him, ask Him for His protection, for His blessing, for His mercy. Why we do that? Because we just need Allah's help. To show Allah that we trust in Him. We have faith that only Allah can really help us to overcome whatever problem that we encounter in our daily life. We ask Allah to forgive the sins of all of us. Why? Because we are sinners. We ask Allah to forgive the living, the dying, the one who are present today, the one who are not with us, male, female, young and old. Because everybody have sins. It's a reminder. The old people have old sins, new people, new sins, young people, young sins. Yeah. Everybody have sinned. It's a good reminder that if we know that we are all sinners, we should not be judgmental to each other. We just have to pray for each other, help each other. Whether we know them, but if you know somebody is having problem, just pray, may Allah ease their problem. Somebody is not well, oh Allah, heal them, make them well soon. You don't lose anything. But there are a lot to gain. Because when you connect yourself with Allah, you make Allah very happy. That's all. And Allah said, Ana inna zanni abdi. I will go according to the feeling of my servant towards me. If my servant feel that I am close, wa alaikum salam wa rahmatullah wa barakatuh, I will be close. If my servant feel that I am not there for them, I will just leave them alone. So you have to decide. And that's why our class here is always trying our best to remind all of us to connect ourselves with Allah. That's why we start our class with a short prayer. I know you have been doing that by yourself maybe early in the morning. But it's just a humble reminder. If Allah loves to remind us, so do we. We should like to remind each other. Now what is important now is let us be very, very careful that Allah also reminds us that whoever seek His guidance, seek His help, He is always there for us. Whoever choose not to, He gives you the freedom. You don't need me, it's up to you. Then when you have problem, you don't blame anyone else except yourself. Arrogant don't help anyone. You can see in the world whoever are arrogant at the end of the day, they may be very powerful in the beginning, but later on they become helpless, weak, humiliated. And this is why, because when Allah gives you a lot of things, you are not grateful and thankful to Him. You are not kind to Allah's creation. And you start to feel that you have all the power to do what you want. You forget that we are just human. Whatever Allah gives us is a trial. He grants us something, in the same time He will look into us. How are you going to behave after I give you wealth, after I give you health, after I give you power? What are you going to do? Misuse it? Go against me? Ignore me? Arrogant? Then one day Allah will show us our ending. And our ending is always very, very bad. But still Allah Almighty, who created all of us, are aware about our weaknesses, opened the door of mercy. He is prepared to forgive all our sins. Our Prophet ﷺ did mention in Sahih Muslim that every Monday, every Thursday in a week, the gate of paradise is open. And Allah is prepared, wa alaikum salam wa rahmatullah. Allah is prepared to pardon, to forgive the sins of the sinners. as long as they do not commit shirk, number one. Rule number one, don't commit shirk with Allah. وَلَا تُشْرِكْ بِاللَّهِ وَإِنْ خُرِقْتُمْ أَوْ صُلِبْتُمْ أَوْ قُتِلْتُمْ. Ubadah ibn Samad radiallahu anhu did mention that the Prophet remind us, don't ever commit shirk with Allah in whatever situation you are in. Whether you are going to be burned alive, to be crucified, whether you are going to be killed, don't ever end your life by committing shirk. This is what the Prophet said to us. As long as we do not commit shirk, we do other sins, yes, we are human. But don't commit shirk. Allah is ready to forgive us every Monday, every Thursday. A special day. Every day He will forgive you. From one prayer to another prayer, all the minor sin will be forgiven. But this is something that Allah is ready to give you more and extra. You just have to be humble and call upon Him. That's all. I think if you hurt your parent, just ask forgiveness. Papa, forgive me, Mama. I think they will forgive you. But no. Tongue tight, no. Ego, arrogant. And that is our problem. You don't ask, you don't blame people for not helping you because you don't ask. And then the Prophet continued by saying to the angels that don't show any mercy or answer the prayer, because your prayer will be presented by the angel to Allah. Each time when you make prayer, you cannot disconnect yourself with the angel. You always forget them, but they never forget you. Especially angel of death. He is always ready. Allah will say to the angel, don't respond to their prayer until when there are two Muslim brothers or sisters in Islam or family, that they still hate each other for no reason. They envy each other with bad intention. You can envy one another in good thing. Wow, he's so good, I want to be better than him. He's so kind, I want to be like him. That is okay. That kind of jealousy, healthy jealousy. Wow, he's so good in cooking, I want to cook better than him. Alhamdulillah. So we can taste better food. There's nothing wrong. He's so hardworking, I want to hard. That is good. But the jealousy that is very destructive. You always look down upon each other because he's better than you. Don't do this thing. When you don't respect each other anymore, and you are not connected, once upon a time you are like a family, then you disconnect yourself. Allah will say to the angel, don't answer their prayer. If they ask forgiveness, don't forgive them yet until they make peace. We are in an era where we have a lot of problems. Just because of different group, just because of different label or party, now we become enemy. Why we do that? What is right is right. What is wrong is wrong. Simple as that. We know what is right and wrong. And the Prophet ﷺ said to us, Kullu ummati mu'afiyah, all my followers, Allah will forgive them. If they commit sin because they are humble, they admit their mistake, Alhamdulillah. illa mujahirin, except for those who dare to do everything and people are aware about their sin and they never said this is a sin. They are proud with their wrongdoing, and that is a sign of arrogance. I don't care. You know, halal is halal, haram is haram. Even in the Quran, remind us, if anybody start to change the law of Allah from halal to haram, haram, it's time that they are showing that they are declaring war with Allah. And when you make that kind of declaration, Allah said haram, you said halal. Allah said halal, you said haram. We are just waiting for a big problem in life. What happened in our neighbor country, tsunami, all these are sciences, war, middle, all are signs from Allah. Peace belongs to Him. Be connected to Him. Get close to the angels, not to the devil. Do what is good. Even small matters, as long as it's good, that please Allah, do it. The reward is great from Allah. Yeah. Why? Because there will come a time, the Prophet said, Ayuhan nas, O people, muru bil ma'ruf, wanhaw anil munkar. Be active, engage in doing good thing. Anything good, be hasten. And also engage yourself in forbidding evil. Not just being good is good. If the evil thing is happening in front of you, you are aware, you have the authority, you do nothing. You neither you say anything at all. Your silent means you agree. A lot of bad thing is happening around the world is because good people say nothing. Qabla, the Prophet said, before the time will come, you call upon Allah, Allah do not respond to you. You ask Allah for help, He will not help you. This is what the time is coming. Then the Prophet warned us, if this thing keep on happening again in front of your eye, and you have the right to do something, you just don't care. That's not my business. You play safe. It's not my business. I just take care of myself. Me. That's why you cannot make dua. Ihdini ila siratul. Ihdina ila siratul mustaqim. Us. What did the Prophet say? Be careful, the time will come when Allah is going to punish us. He will send all the azab. Yu'ammim Allahu bil azab. When this azab come, He don't care, good, bad, everybody will experience the azab. He wipe everybody. When the azab come, azab don't differentiate. Hey, I'm sorry, I'm team A. You go to B side. No. B, A, C, A to Z. They wipe everybody. And this is happening. Why? Because all the wrongdoing is happening in front of you. You pretend not to know. Not my business. But Allah have remind us, there are early nations who have the same problem. So many bad things happening, but there is a group of people who always are very proactive, remind them, don't do this, stop doing the bad thing. And they refuse to follow. when the azab is going to come, Allah sent angels. Allah sent angel to them and said, move out. Get out from this area. And then they move out. After they have moved from that area, immediately the punishment of Allah comes. Nuh alayhi salam, Prophet Nuh. Allah commanded them to go into the ship, and they went in. The ark of Noah saved the believers, the good people. The rest, gone. Lut alayhi salam, Prophet Lut. He saved Lut and the family and the believer. The rest, Allah raised the whole area up and then turned it down, and Allah smashed them. Don't say that Allah do not remind us. Don't say that Allah is not there to tell us what have happened before. But we always forget. And that's why Sunday we keep on reminding again. Brothers and sisters, before I continue on this book again, which is towards the end, we have been asking Allah, Kul inna salati wa nusuki wa mahyaya wa mamati lillahi rabbil alamin. I personally feel, if I'm wrong, you can remind me, correct me. In general, majority of us fail to implement this ayat. This ayat is a very simple ayat. Kul, say. That means you must remind yourself, inna salati, all my prayer. Wa nusuki, my sacrifices. You need to sacrifice in life. Sacrifice your time, your energy, your money for something that you want to be. And your death is purely for Allah. Meaning, when you want to be a Muslim, you try your best to be a Muslim in all aspects. The Prophet said, Alaykum bi sunnati. Follow my teaching. The Prophet never said that follow my teaching only in prayer. Follow my teaching only when you are performing Hajj and Umrah. Follow my teaching only when you are fasting. When you are giving zakat. The Prophet never said that. When he said, Alaykum bi sunnati, you should follow my sunnah. The sunnah from the day you wake up until you sleep. From living to dying. But majority of us fail to follow the sunnah as a way of life. Prayer, alhamdulillah, I believe a lot of us are exposed to the sunnah of the Prophet in prayer, and we are praying in the way the Prophet wants us to pray. Alhamdulillah. Fasting, I also believe, alhamdulillah, we have been following. Hajj, Umrah, 30, 70. 30 follows. 70, not necessary. They follow what they want to do, not what the Prophet wants us to do. But how about your daily life? The way you eat, the way you dress, the way you drink, the way you communicate with people, the way you talk to people. Do you get yourself in amal ma'ruf nahi munkar? Show you one simple example. Sometime it's good to know first. Slowly we implement it. There was a man in the time of the Prophet who was moving towards another area, meaning he was traveling from his village to another village. And Allah sent somebody to him and asked him, where are you going? He said, I'm going to visit my friend who is sick. A sick friend. That means a person who's not well. I'm going there to visit him. Why do you want to visit him? You have some agenda, hidden agenda. You want something from him? No. I visit him purely for Allah's sake. Lillahi Rabbil Alamin. Remember the ayah? Qul inna salati wa nusuki wa mahyaya wa mamati lillahi. Because he is a brother of mine, not biological brother, just friend. I heard that he was not well. I want to pay him a visit. Purely for Allah. I don't have any hidden agenda, want something from him. No. Because of that, the guy who asked him the question informed him, I am an angel sent by Allah to you. That means we can see angels. I'm an angel. And now since that is your answer, of course Allah knows everything. But Allah just wants to show us His love and mercy, that when He loves you, because you are doing purely for Him, He sent helper, angel to come and accompany you and protect your journey. And then Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala informed the angel that he have the right to receive my shade in the day of judgment. Allah loved him so much that Allah is preparing a shade for him in the day of judgment. Zilli fi yawm al-qiyamah. Allahu Akbar. Just look at that. By doing the small thing, in return, Allah loves us and He prepared a shade for us in the day of judgment. You see, Allah always ready everything that is good for us for our next life, our hereafter. Because that day, there's no other shade. Yawma la zilla illa zillu. That day, there's no one can have any shade, any roof atop of themselves except the shade that Allah prepared. Every good thing that we do, the reward is great. But always remember your intention must be purely for Allah. And be humble. Ask Allah for help. Don't forget to ask Allah for help. According to what is written in my book, today we should be talking about Munkar Nakir. Munkar Nakir. We will bring you back one ayah before that. وَنَادَوْا يَا مَالِكُ لِيَقْضِيَ عَلَيْنَا رَبُّكَ قَالْ إِنَّكُمْ مَاقِثُونَ لَقَدْ جِئْنَاكُمْ بِالْحَقِّ وَلَكِنْ أَكْثَرَكُمْ لِلْحَقِّ كَارِهُونَ. Allah is telling us about there is a group of people who, when they enter hellfire after the judgment day, when you enter hellfire, Allah still gives you what? Allah gives you the power to speak. Say what you want to say. Those who go to paradise, Allah had prepared all the delight, but He still gives you the choice. Ask what you want. It's not that there's what Allah prepared, finish. Don't ask anymore. Can still ask. I want apple. Ask. There are apple there is, but I want a special one. I want green apple. There's also green apple. No problem. If you don't find durian, you can ask durian. Allah give you durian. Just make sure you go to paradise first. When you go to hell, Allah also give you the right to say what you want to say. And they, the people of hell, will cry out, Rabbuka ya Malik. O Malik, O the King, the owner of the heaven and the earth. And he also talked to the angel, Angel Malik. Who is the angel of Malik? The gods of hell. Let your Lord make an end of us. They are in hell, so he said, better let us die. Khalas. Don't punish us. He will say, you will stay alive. There is no death after our death here. It's an ongoing life. You only taste death here. When you get out from this dunya, there is no more death. It's everlasting life. Either you will be happy, comfortable in paradise, or you will suffer. Angel Malik will say to us, the people of hellfire, you will stay alive. Indeed, we have brought you the truth. We have informed you about what is going to happen. Prophets have been sent to remind you. Quran was revealed to tell you what is going to happen after this life. There is no death. It's an everlasting life. But you people hated the truth. You don't want to follow the truth. When the truth comes to us, brother and sister, don't be arrogant. Humbly follow. It may displease you for a while. You don't like the truth sometimes. But the truth is the truth. The truth will not change to please you. You just have to make changes. Do we like to take medicine every day? Do you like to take medicine, painkiller? Because you have pain here, pain there, so you take pain. If possible, you don't want. Is painkiller very sweet? Like honey? Tastes like honey? Most of the good things are bitter. And the Prophet said, قُلِ الْحَقِّ وَلَوْ كَانَ مُرًّا. Say what is right. Do what is right. Follow what is right, even it is bitter, difficult. So young children, don't only eat sweet things. Once in a while, learn how to eat also bitter things, bitter fruit, bitter corn, bitter drink. You need to educate yourself. You know what's going to happen if you always like sweet, chocolate. You end chocolate tea. Sometimes you go green tea. You green yourself a while. You go some bitter one. It helps. Whoever don't follow the truth, here, there's nothing for you to complain anymore. Munkar and Nakir are two angels whose job is to question the people in their grave. They ask them about Marabuk, who is your Lord, about their religion, وَمَا دِينُكَ, and about the Prophet Muhammad, وَمَن نَبِيُّكَ. For the believers, they will give right answers to this question. That's why every Sunday, or even Wednesday when we have our classes, we always remind our good brothers and sisters, students of knowledge, رَضِيتُ بِاللَّهِ رَبًّا. Continue. وَبِالْإِسْلَامِ دِينًا وَبِمُحَمَّدٍ نَبِيًّا. Now remember, brother and sister, you have been learning from us for years now. We always train all of us to express ourselves, to recite this dua aloud. But sometimes we are not used to it, we are shy. We are so shy that we don't want to recite it aloud. No, there's nothing to be ashamed. To be ashamed to recite all this dua. You should be proud. You cannot say, yeah, I recite in my heart. You must know how to answer. When I call you to make dua, make dua. Because when you go down to the grave, when Munkar and Nakir ask you, you cannot keep quiet. When you're silent, you are in trouble. You must learn how to express yourself. He will ask, Ma Rabbuk, who is your Lord? Allahu Rabbi, because you have been saying that, Raditu billahi Rabba. I'm pleased that Allah is my Lord. You have been saying that. There's no problem for you to just say it out. It's like people stop you saying, what's your name? Nema. And you just smile. They don't need your smile. They ask you, what is your name? You guess lah. Then you know what's going to happen. Easy. What's your name? My name is so-so. Khalas. First question, over. Ma Rabbuka? Allah Rabbi. Khalas. Raditu billahi Rabbi. Ma dinuk? What is your religion? Islamu dini. Because this is what you have been saying, and this is what you believe, and this is what you have been following. The sunnah is important. Wabi Muhammadin. Who is this man? Muhammad sallallahu alaihi wasallam is my prophet. But how can you say Muhammad is your prophet if you hate his sunnah when you were alive? You don't want to follow his sunnah. You say this is not important. Your way is more important than the way of the messenger of Allah. You will fail. In any angle, how to believe in Islam, you follow the prophets. The prophet is here to guide you how to believe in Allah. You don't have to follow anyone else. Just follow one man. You never get wrong. How to pray? Follow one man. You will never go wrong. How to do business? Follow his way. Honest, sincere, trustworthy. You will never go wrong. No lying, no cheating. There is a sunnah. But sometimes you are sunnah in prayer, after that you punah already. There's no punah in the Quran or Sunnah. It's our word. What is punah? The punah is opposite of Sunnah. I don't care. I just want profit. I don't care. If I can lie, I lie. Can I cheat? I cheat. As long as I profit. No. Haram. Cheating haram. Lying haram. We have to follow his sunnah. Mu'amalat, you follow the sunnah. Munakahat, you want to get married. How to get married and everything, you follow the sunnah. you are going to die. You want to follow the sunnah. That's all you have to do, brother and sister. And follow the sunnah is so simple. You just follow one guy. I think if you ask anybody to follow one way and many ways, I think one way is easier. Yeah. Insha'Allah, with the will of Allah Rabbul Alameen, because we are very consistent, istiqamah in what we are doing, what we believe in, and in seeking the right knowledge, then the result, after you have answered the question from Munkar and Nakir, is you will have a very restful stay in the grave. You're okay. For the disbeliever, now Allah is telling us and the Prophet is warning us, because they don't believe, they don't follow, they do what they want to do, they believe what they want to believe, they don't care what the Prophet said, what Allah said about who to believe, they don't care, they believe in themselves more than anything else, they believe in money, they believe in gold and silver, they believe in this world more than other. When they go down into the grave, the question will come. The same, Munkar Nakir will ask everybody. His job is to ask everybody who go down there. Maybe people will play smart, I don't want to go down, don't bury my grave. You can do that too. Why you are dead, how people love you so much, they will never stay there 24 hours for you anymore. They may put you in the glass and put you high up somewhere, but you can see nobody will be there with you to accompany you. The only thing that will help you, that will stay on with you, is your deeds. So all the good deeds, even small, don't belittle the small deed. Do. Yeah? They were not able to answer the question. I will share with you later on what is happening. Result is they will be punished in the grave. From the grave, the punishment is starting. The Prophet sallallahu alaihi wasallam said, "Iza qubir al-mayt atahum malakan aswadan wa azraqan. Yuqalu li ahadihima al-munkar wal akhiru nakir." Now the Prophet is here to tell us, don't say that I don't know about munkar and nakir. Whoever say I don't know, today you cannot say anymore, because we are telling you who is munkar and nakir. When a dead person, Muslim or not, is the same. When you die, two black blue angels come to him or her. And the Prophet is describing to us the color of this angel, black blue angel. Yeah. Anybody have seen the movie Avatar? Avatar or Avatar? In Penang we call Auta. The Hokkien people say, this movie, Auta movie. It's just gaming, it's just a movie. All blue, blue color. No, very weird, this producer. They come up with a lot of acting that if you look at the Quran Sunnah, angels come to him. One of them is called Munkar and the other Nakir. Now this is the long hadith that I want to share with you. This hadith is from Al-Bara ibn Azib, one of the companions of our beloved Prophet Muhammad sallallahu alaihi wasallam, who is very close to our Prophet sallallahu alaihi wasallam, telling us the detail and the condition of the body when the soul is in the grave. And later on, the soul will be transferred to an area, a zone known as barzakh. After the grave, you will be moved to another zone called barzakhun. It's a long hadith, but it's good. Yeah, I share with you some of it. Reported that Al-Bara ibn Azib said, we went out with Prophet Muhammad sallallahu alaihi wasallam in order to participate in the funeral rites of a man from the Ansar in Medina. Somebody passed away, so they went out with the Prophet. We arrived at the grave, but the inner chamber of the grave has not been prepared yet. The inner chamber, normally when they dig the grave, they will make like a drawer. Was not ready yet. So Prophet Muhammad sallallahu alaihi wasallam find a place, and they sat down while waiting for them. They find an open area and they sat facing the direction of Kaaba, Qibla. We sat around him so attentively that it was if birds were sitting upon our head. They are very attentive to see what the Prophet is going to tell them. He, the Prophet, had a stick in his hand. With his cash upon the ground, then he began looking alternately up and down. He looked up to the sky and looked down. Raising his gaze and then lowering it, finally he said 2 or 3 times, seek refuge in Allah from the torment of the grave. Fasta'iz billah min azabil qabri. 2 or 3 times he reminded, seek refuge in Allah from torment of the grave. Then he said, O Allah, verily I seek refuge in you from the torment of the grave. He repeated it 3 times. Then he elaborated. Verily, when the believing servant is leaving this world and entering the next, from dunya ila kubur, it's a migration. You're moving from one world to another world. Angels from the heaven descend to him. Their faces white with brightness like the sun, and carrying with them burial sheets and scents, fragrance from paradise. These are the angels of mercy. Angel of mercy will just descend and accompany the soul. They sit before him at a distance as far as the eye can see. Then the angel of death come to the person, sit at his head and say, O good soul. Now they are communicating now. The angel is talking to the soul. O good soul, come out to your Lord. Ya ayyatuhan nafsul mutma'inna irji'i ila rabbiki radiyatan mardiyah. The confident soul, the peaceful soul, come out to your Lord's forgiveness and pleasure. The Prophet ﷺ continued, thereupon the soul flowed out of the body like water flowing from the mouth of a water skin. like from the bottom, smoothly. And all the angels between the sky and the earth pray for Allah's blessing upon him. Can you imagine? All the angels from the sky and the earth pray for this soul. Allahu Akbar. How blessed this soul is. The door of heaven are open for him. And the keeper of this door, the angels who are in charge of the gates of paradise. All plead with Allah that this soul might pass in front of them as it is being carried upward. The angel of death barely received the soul in his hand, whereupon the other angel take it from him and wrap it with fragrant winding sheets from paradise. Meaning, whatever clothes that you cover is going to be replaced. This is what it is meant by Allah saying, our messengers, the angel, seize his soul and do not fall short of their duty. Angel will never forget what they have to do. And they will not be late. We always late. Whether good or bad. We always give excuse. The angel no. Then the Prophet sallallahu alaihi wasallam said, they that exude from the soul ascend like the most beautiful fragrance of mist that one could find out on the face of the earth. A very unique fragrance will come out from this person. Smells so good. The angels ascend with the soul, never passing a host of angels without hearing them ask, who is this wonderful soul? The angel also among them will ask, who is this? They reply, so and so is the son of so and so. Remember, so and so is the son of so and so. Meaning, it's so important to know who is our father. If a person have no father, who is your mother? Like Isa alayhi salam, he have no father. Nobody will give him a new father. No. When he have no father, then name him with the name of his mother, Isa ibn Maryam. But when you have a father, you will name him with the name of the father. You cannot say, I have no father and no mother. The only one who has the right to say no father, no mother is who? It's from Adam. No father, no. Allah created him in that form. Other than that, you must at least have a mommy. When there's no mommy, you're no human. Yeah? You cannot say, my father is a jinn. Then you don't have to have a passport. You don't have to have an IC. You travel, jinn don't travel like us. You want to go anywhere, you just fly over. Easy. Addressing him with the best name he is known by during his earthly life. If you are a good person, they will call you according to what you normally will be called in this life. Yeah. Upon reaching the first heaven, the angel requests that it be open for the soul, which is granted. The soul, and then accompanied by the angel of each heaven, until it reached the one above it and finally arrived at the seventh heaven. Then Almighty Allah Rabbul Alameen, the might and the majesty, said to the angel, place the record of my servant in Illiyun. All the record, put it in Illiyun. Now Illiyun, you can get in Surah Mutaffifin. Yeah. About Illiyun is a record written book who is recorded, and this is a place where the angel is taking care of these records. The person's record is then placed in Illiyun, whereupon a command is heard, return him to the earth. Then Allah said, return him, send him back to his body. For verily I have promised mankind that having created them from the earth, I will return them to the earth. Because you are from the earth, you go back to the earth. And I will make them come out of it. Then with the will of Allah, you will be resurrected from the earth. Yet another time, when the time comes, then the soul is returned to the earth, back into its body. Verily the deceased hear the shuffling feet of his companion or family members who attended his burial, as they turn away and leave his grave. We don't see, we don't hear. He knows. They have to go back. That's why the Prophet said, the dead body will be followed by three. Ahluhu wa maluhu wa amaluhu. Family, and maybe they have all the, what kind of plate or what kind of honor, stars been given by the government or anything, they will bring along and display it. But two will return. One will stay there loyally with him. That is his deeds. Good or bad is going to be with him or her. Therefore, now come Munkar and Nakir. Two angels, severe in interrogation, come to him or her, and sitting him or her up, they will call him to sit down. Then they begin to ask him this question, Ma Rabbuka? Who is your Lord? He replied, Allah Rabbi. Why he can reply this? Because this is the soul of the believers. There's no problem for him to say. They continue, Ma dinuk? What is your religion? He answered, Al-Islamuddin. Islam is my religion. Why? Because he was following Islam. Any problem that he encountered in his life, the day you were born, you celebrate the newborn with Islamic value. Aqiqah, halak, tahniq. That's what you do because you are following, so it's easy for you to say, Islam is my religion. It's my way. Your upbringing, you follow Islam. You do business, you follow Islamic rules. Whatever you do, you follow Islam. So, it's easy with Islam. And they proceed with the questioning, saying, who is this man that has been sent to you? He responds, he is the messenger of Allah Rabbil Alamin. Because you have loved the Prophet, even you don't live in his time, Brothers and sisters, when you love somebody, you don't just show your love when they are alive or when they are in front of you. You still love them even they are not in front of you. For children, you have parents. Do you only respect them when they're in front of you? Behind your parents, you just don't care? No. You are bringing their name wherever you go. You will protect them like how they protect you. You don't want to do anything bad, because anything bad happen and the people who will arrest you, they have to call your parent. They will have to call your parent because there's a name after you. They want to know who is this person. It's common. You cannot just say, I only respect him when he was in front of me. I only love the Prophet when the Prophet is alive. After he passed away, khalas. No. If you say you love Prophet Muhammad, you don't have to see him to love him. You just follow his teaching. That's all. And it's not difficult to follow the teaching of the Prophet. So simple. Whatever the Prophet wants us to do is something that we are able, we are capable to do it. You just have to do it, you know. Finally, they asked him about his deed, to which he replied, I read Allah's book and believe in it. Whatever you do, he did for the sake of Allah. And that's why our intention is very, very important. Even there's a hadith, you know. A lot of people use this. Lately, a lot of people use this. Who want to follow Islam in their own way, not in the way that Allah have revealed to the Prophet. He said, Prophet Muhammad did say in Sahih Muslim, if you look in Sahih Muslim, hadith 2000 plus, you come across this hadith. Inna Allah la yanzuru ila suwarikum wa ila amwalakum walakin Allah yanzuru ila qulubukum wa ila a'mal. Allah will not look into how you look like. You are slim, beautiful, handsome, fat, ugly, or your wealth, how wealthy you are. No, Allah will look into your heart and your deeds. And now people say, see, the Prophet said, Allah will not look how to your person, how you look like have no value. So don't worry about covering yourself or not. Even you cover, but your heart is not good, no value. So, but if your heart is good, you don't have to cover. Allah never say that, but we say that. If you are good in heart, you don't worry about your dress. As long heart is good. I don't judge you what is in your heart because I don't have that knowledge. Allah will judge you. But I will judge you based on how you look, how you act. If you said, I'm a good person must do good deeds. He must eat halal food. If you say, I'm good inside, I don't care, man. Important, I like this food. No. Is that food halal? That is important. When you say inside is good, outside should be the same. If not, then you are a hypocrite. A hypocrite is a person inside different, outside is different. In another narration, the Prophet indicates that the angel may ask, who is your Lord? What is your religion? Who is your prophet? So Allah's messenger explained that this was the believer's last exam. And it is what is meant when Allah said, Allah strengthen those who believe with a firm testimony in this worldly life and in the hereafter. That's why one dua the Prophet always remind us to say, Ya muqallibal qulub, thabbit qulubana ala dinik wa ala ta'atik. To strengthen our heart, that our heart will not change. How we say Allah is my Lord, this is what we are going to say. We must be firm. It's like when the companion asked the Prophet, how to be strong and to take care of my iman? Qul amantu billahi thumma istaqim. Say Allah is your Lord and be firm. Don't ever move. Whatever happens, thumma istaqim. Just go. Allah strengthened those who believe with a firm testimony in this worldly life and in the hereafter. The deceased answer, Allah is my Lord, Islam is my religion, and Prophet Muhammad is my. The Prophet ﷺ then indicate upon the believer's answer to this question, a voice is heard in the heaven saying, my servant has told the truth, so cover him, clothe him in the clothing of paradise, spread for him the furnishing of paradise, and open for him a window with a view of paradise. Allahu Akbar, Allahu Akbar. Now, after you pass the exam, the command, it's like you pass. Good news. Thereupon, he is engulfed by a breeze of fresh air and fragrance, while the expanse of his grave is extended before him as far as the eye can see. How do you feel? You have a room, and check in the hotel room, and the room is so spread out as far as your eye can see. You still want another room? Not enough? It's too big. This room is too big for you. Yeah, as far as the eye can see. Huge. And you know the eye over there is not like the eye here. The eye you have problem, cataract. You have what? After cataract you have what? Glaucoma. There, no cataract, no glaucoma. The eye, only Allah knows how far the eye can see. There appeared before him a man. All is happening in the grave. There appeared before him a man with a wonderful face, beautiful clothing, splendid fragrance, smell good, look good, dress good, all is good, good, good. He says to the soul, rejoice at the news which will gladden you. Rejoice at Allah's pleasure and His paradise, whose joys and delights never end. Be happy. This is the day which you were promised. So we will say, the soul will talk. Who are you? The man will appear. If you are a woman, the woman will appear. So who are you? For your face bear glad tidings. The feature answer, I represent your good deeds. I am you. When you are alive, you do all the good things. Now the good thing can't come back to you. what other people say, karma. Anything good, it will end good. So if you want to make sure that you have good ending, always make sure from now you are starting to do good thing with the right intention. And if you want to know how good you are, the good thing that you do and with the right intention will never change to be negative. Always positive, because you are good. When you allow the bad environment, the negative energy control you, now you see, you start to change. And that's why you say, Ya Muqallibal Qulub. Oh Allah, who always twist and turn the hearts of everyone, make my heart be firm with what is good and what is right. By Allah, now the teacher is talking. I always known you to be quick in obedience to Allah and slow to disobedience to His disobedience. That means the good person, the good soul, they are always ready to do things that Allah loves them to do. They are always ready to serve Allah. This makes this feature appear now. I know you. You always hasten, always ready, always are there to do what Allah wants you to do. You may commit sin because we are no angel, but anything bad, you will not respond that fast. You always try your best to control it, not to do. But sometimes you may do something wrong. But it's not something that you love to do. Good is something you love to do. So may Allah award you with good, because you are a good person. Then a door to paradise is open, and a door to the fire is open. Both are open. Whereupon it is said to him regarding the hellfire, this would have been your final abode had you disobeyed Allah. If you have disobeyed Allah, there is the door that you are going to go through. However, it has been exchanged for this to paradise. When the soul see what is in paradise, now we are going to see paradise. What do you think we will say? What do you think we will say? When the soul see what is in paradise, all the delight is waiting for him, he will cry, Oh my Lord, Ya Rabb, hasten the arrival of the hour. They just hope that tomorrow or after that is Qiyamah. It's like you know that you're going and the thing is waiting for you. All the cake, the children, the Musang King and all this is waiting for you. You know, I don't think you want to wait anymore. I want to eat now, you know. Allahu Akbar. And all the massage is ready, you know, to massage your body, your leg and everything. And the water of wine, the river of wine, the river of milk, the river of honey waiting for you. Wow. You'll be pampered over there. Allah. I don't think we want to wait. We just say, Oh Allah, hasten the arrival of the hour so that I may be joined with my family and wealth. And thereupon it is said to him, rest in tranquility. That's what the news for the believer. The next part is the news of the disbeliever. That we continue next week. Now the good word I like to share with you, exchange. This term is very good. When you like, I was asking our brothers and sisters yesterday, how many of us love to travel? Please raise up your hand. Alhamdulillah, there are more, yeah. Today there are more people who travel. I love to travel too. One thing that you enjoy while traveling, Allah love you to enjoy also travel. Allah says, "Fasiru fil ard," travel on this earth and see the greatness of Allah. Allah loves us to travel, and Allah loves to give us a lot of privilege while you are traveling. What is the privilege number one? Your prayer shortened. 50% discount. Only for the 4 rakaat. 3 maintain 3, 2 maintain 2. But 2 kalau dia 50% left 1. And you can combine again. Allah. Subhanallah. Allah make it so easy, His religion. Because He loves people who travel and see His creation and appreciate Allah's creation. Be thankful. Yeah. Be grateful to Him. Now, I just want to ask all of you humbly, when you want to travel to Hong Kong, Philippines, you want to go to Saudi, you want to go to UK, US, do you bring along with you RM? Do you bring RM with you? Why you don't bring RM? Yeah. You know, sometimes they don't accept. Do you make some exchange of RM? Wow. You go to the money changer. Berapa ya? And you never go to 1, you go to 2 or 3 to get a better rate. You exchange. Normally, what currency do we exchange? US. Why? Why you exchange US? Have US been helping you? Because well accepted. No question asked. It so happened in US dollar, they say, in God we trust. Good wording. Of course you must trust in God. You don't want that your money will not be accepted. And then you cannot make use of the money. Then you are stuck here and there. The same when you want to leave this world, you're going to the next world, you must also make some exchange. Not in the form of money, in the form of deeds. You exchange with the good deed. The money you have, you do it to contribute for the goodness of Allah, for the sake of Allah. Kalimatul al-uliya. Then inshallah you don't have to worry. Over there, Allah accept. Because you have exchanged the good deed. But here we exchange so many currency. In one wallet, this currency, that currency, 3, 4 currency. Other than US, Euro lagi. Only Allah knows how many currency we have. Plus card again. And this card is a killer. Because they say, spend first. Pay later. Plus, there is the shaitan coming. You pay later plus riba. Astaghfirullahaladzim. But if you are wise, use the card. One, the bill come clear everything. I'm using that facilities because it's safer. I don't have to bring cash. Just one plastic. And this is a plastic world today. We want life to be very convenient. Nothing wrong. akhirah, Allah don't accept US dollar. Allah don't ask you about euro. Do you have euro? No. Neither the angel will ask you. Mungkin nakir, what do we have with you? He will ask you, who is your Lord? What is your religion? Who is this man, Prophet Muhammad, to you? You just have to answer. But you cannot answer, brother and sister, if you do not believe in it now and you do not follow what Allah wants you to do, what Islam wants you to do, what the Prophet wants you to do. If you don't follow, just reciting Raditu billahi rabba wa bil islami dina wa bi Muhammadin nabiyya, you think you can answer over there? You think you are like a tape recorder there, they play it again? No, man. It's your deeds. You remember the feature that appear in front of you is representing you. And you cannot hide from Allah. Allah knows your ending. Allah knows what is in your heart. So may Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala purify our intention and make sure that we become mukhlisin lahuddin, people who are very sincere in doing whatever Allah wants us to do, purely for Allah's sake. And always give the best to Allah. Anything for Allah, don't give the minimum. Everything you want maximum. Why you give back to Allah minimum? Give. Because Allah have informed us, أنفق ينفق عليك وما أنفقتم بشيء وهو يخلفه. You give back to me, I will give you back more and more and more. Why are you so calculative with Allah? When come to Allah, yeah, okay, I'll think about it. Why you always do that? Anything for Allah, just give. And you will get Allah's blessing. And Allah never break His promise. You give for His sake, immediately He will give you back. And He exchanged it now. Ready for you. You arrive there, everything is ready for you. May Allah Rabbul Alameen make it easy for all of us. Ameen. Brothers and sisters, fellow brothers from Philippines send their salam again. Fellow brothers from Indonesia send their salam to all of us. We always remind each other wherever we go. Even you are not moving with me, but I bring the Jum'ah with me. I have my Jum'ah. And when I do my prayer, brother and sister, I may not remember all your names, but I remember who attend the Sunday class and Wednesday class and Saturday class. Then normally I will say, oh Allah, accept all the deeds, forgive all the sin of my fellow brother and sister who attend my Wednesday class, my Saturday class, my Sunday class. Some who I know their name, then I will call upon their name. Some who I can't remember their good name, I will say, oh Allah, you know who are there. Of course, Allah is all-knowing and all-seeing. So please, when you make prayer, don't forget to pray for each other. And may Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala unite all of us here and hereafter, inshallah. Any question? Now we open for Q&A. Fatafaddal. Question from the sisters. No question from the sisters. Brothers, any question? Now.
The current situation, Assalamualaikum Ustaz.
Waalaikumsalam.
Current situation that we're facing today, where we are facing this Oktoberfest situation that's currently being talked about the beer festival that is making wave around this country. As a role as a Muslim, what is our position?
Our position is very clear. Anything that displeases Allah, we will say no. Whoever wants to say yes, because they displease Allah. But we who want to please Allah, we said no. Anything that displeases Allah, we always said no.
But the authority, what's their position?
Those who have authority, they have to be questioned by Allah Rabbul Alameen. Anybody ask, what do you think? Nothing to think. If Allah said no, I said no. I'm not here to please anyone else. I please Allah. If they don't believe, that is between they and Allah. But if you have authority to do something, you have to check. What is the benefit? What is the benefit to have this kind of festival?
But why among us, Muslim, are having a tiff of
Because we want to follow the people. You have Muslims who want to follow the people, follow their feeling. They don't want to follow what Allah said. So the best we can do, first we said no. Second, we make prayer. And third, we don't even participate or give any support. That anything that is haram, because Allah said so. وَلَا تَعَاوَنُوا عَلَى الْإِثْمِ وَالْعُدْوَانِ. Don't ever help in committing sins. You know what is sin. If you don't know, just go back to the book of Allah and the saying of the Prophet. If Allah say it's sin, sin. If Allah say halal, halal, finish. I didn't make this rule. Allah is the one who set all the rules. If you believe in Him. And there's only two ways for you to follow. وَحَدَيْنَهُ النَّجْدَيْنِ. Allah said, I show you two ways. My way and the other way. And you have been asking, اهدنا الصراط المستقيم. Oh Allah, guide us all. So you must ask yourself, what is the benefit? Just to please a small group of people and displease Allah, you think is good? If Allah will send the bala, the calamity, then you learn. Do you want that to wait? You want to wait for that kind of thing to happen? Then only you regret. Why? Whatever have happened around us is good enough to remind us. Allah have been very kind to us in Malaysia. You also have hill, mountain, you have sea, ocean with you. But it's very peaceful. You displease God wherever you are. Sooner or later, it's up to Him to send His sign. When He moves, we don't know what's going to happen. If that's what we want, if that's what we are proud to do, something that is so destructive, displeasing Allah, we will say no.
But it's looking like as though we are heading towards that position.
Pardon?
It looks like as though we are heading towards the position of being...
It's a test. Allah will test everyone from time to time. Those who have authority also He has tests for them. Allah gives you the authority. How are you going to make use of your authority? To try to please everybody or to please God first? And you please God, God will save everybody. You know, you do what is right, Allah will save everyone. Actually, it's very true. The authority that Allah gives you is a amana. It's a trust. The good thing in the history of our country, we have been living in peace and harmony. Without all that, do we have that before? Do we have that kind of festival before? No. And we have been living in peace. Everybody is okay. Why suddenly we want to give more to something that is not good? Even in the other country, people who are non-believer, if they know this kind of thing is not healthy activity, they don't even encourage. Why must you encourage things that is not good for you? This is a sign that we are showing our weaknesses, that the devil, the bad force is stronger than the good force now. They can bulldoze all the way to do what they want. Ittaqillah. Remember what Allah has said to us. Don't cause destruction on this earth after there is peace. وَلَا تُفْسِدُوا فِي الْأَرْضِ بَعْدَ إِصْلَاحِهَا. People may say, but they are even not yet Muslim. Many not yet Muslim countries don't do that. Why must we do it? I don't understand. Faddal, Sister Fawzia. Pass the mic, one mic to the sister. One for brother, one sister.
Assalamualaikum warahmatullah.
Walaikum salam wa rahmatullah wa barakatuh.
Ustad, just now you said in the past, has this festival been celebrated? And I lived in Penang before.
Okay.
And yes, it has been celebrated, but not by the normal people, only by the German embassy. So it was kept to a small scale.
Okay.
And people who attend are non-Muslims.
Okay.
So the rest of the country, they don't know about it. That's why they say no, it's never been celebrated. It was celebrated, but only by the German embassy.
Yeah.
They invite outside people who would love, who attended, but those who didn't want to attend didn't attend.
Yeah.
But there was no fuss, nothing.
Yep.
You know, it's only now that everybody has to celebrate this outside of the German embassy, which is ridiculous. It's a German festival, nothing to do with Malaysia.
Yeah. If they can just stay there, just stay there.
Exactly.
Why must we endorse and make it a great event? That is not our event. That's not our value. Neither is a Chinese value or Indian value. It's not their value. You know, people drink here and there. It's enough. Why must you make a festival out of that? What is going on? One day they say, we are a festival of prostitution. Free and easy. What is it going to do? Freedom what? Human rights. Everything goes. Is that what we want? Is that what we call development? Is that what we call advance? Civilization? We are going back to Jahiliyyah. This is what been done before civilization. And we are so good. It's time for us to open our eyes. You ask our people of the book, the Christians, do you like this? They don't like to. Even they are allowed to drink. It's not something for you to, and to glorify, for you to, what you say, to publicize and all, to celebrate. This is not a celebration. And now celebration of the country, we have Chinese New Year celebration, Vesak Day celebration, Eid al-Fitr, Eid al-Adha, Awal Muharram celebration, Thaipusam and all this other. Why is this again? I really don't understand. But as an individual, a small group of people, they want to do what they want to do. We don't want to say anything as long as it's been confined to that area. You know why when we have an Islamic gathering, millions of people are there, minimum security, they don't need to have any kind of security. Why? Because our gathering are very peaceful gathering. We talk about the soul. We talk about the spirit. We bring people together. Peace. Because nobody drink in that area. So nobody will hurt anyone, nobody get drunk. This is a safe environment. We have to pray very hard. Number one, we must pray for the country. Because we love our country. We love the peace that we have enjoyed for generations. We must pray for our leader too. Not only the Muslim, but everybody. If they will ask all the spiritual leaders, are you happy to do it? No one say yes. If they have what they believe, if they have the values, they will never say yes. Those who still want to do all, go to the country that have that. You know, we have our value, they have their value. We always say that, even our leader was saying that we have our own value. Then protect our values. Be proud of our value. That's how it goes. Don't just say something for a certain thing, and then other thing I don't know what we can do, is their right. No, neither is their right. You go to China, do they have a festival? For beer festival, they may drink a lot, but they don't waste their time to organize a festival for that. Allah musta'an, brothers and sisters. We know what is happening. It's like we have lost our direction. We have no direction now. Everything goes. We have to be careful. You open the door of fitna wider and wider, you are just welcoming the anger of Allah. Now, last question from the sister.
Assalamualaikum.
Walaikum salam wa rahmatullah wa barakatuh.
I would like to know if my understanding is correct. I understand that after Prophet Muhammad SAW passed away, so it has opened up the doors to the trial end of time, fitnah zaman. So every single day when we read news, there will be a lot of bad things being reported. So I'm trying to understand that. I know we are heading towards the Qiyamah. So what is our attitude? What is the right attitude? Dealing with this, bad things going on, and still can do da'wah, but at the same time protect ourselves. Because sometimes I feel that Muslim kind of being full, thinking things gonna get better when things are not, based on the fitnah zaman predictions by the Prophet. So can you explain what's the attitude dealing with this?
Our Prophet ﷺ have reminded us a lot of things. The sign of the doom days, the fitna that is coming, all is been mentioned by our Prophet ﷺ. So that's why I'm saying that it is very sad when we have been reminded again and again and you never learn. We are worse than the people who are not being reminded because they don't know. But when the Prophet was alive, everything was under control. Before the Prophet, everything is free, then everything have been normalized, have been controlled. Of course, bad thing is still there. Amal ma'ruf nahi munkar is ongoing struggle. There's no end. But it's been controlled. Until Omar's time, everything fell control. Even the not yet Muslim believe in a Muslim leadership. They feel peace when the Muslim is leading, is controlling. The Muslim have the power to rule, because the Muslim honor the right and the freedom of everybody. But anything bad, everything is under control. Muslim never oppress anybody, never force anybody. They acknowledge history, acknowledge that. It's not democratic system. The Muslims have been using Islamic ruling, and everybody feels so secure until Omar passed away. And the Prophet did mention in Sahih Muslim, as long as this gate is not been broken, everything will be under control with the will of Allah. Once this gate is been broken, then the door of fitna will start to come in. And people was asking the Prophet, what is this gate? What is the name of this gate? There's so many gates today. Water gate, maybe other gate. Then the Prophet is Omar. Because Omar don't compromise. Bad is bad, khalas. Now what can we do? This is what Allah said. You have the power to stop, you stop. You have the knowledge to speak out, you speak out. You have the intelligence to send messages in a very good way, positive, not to blame or accuse anybody, just warn the people. At least you have done something. And that's what we are doing today. We are saying no to anything that displeases Allah. And anything please Allah is the benefit for everybody. Because Allah wants peace, happiness for everybody in this life. Allah loves justice. But justice also must be guided. Allah loves you to honor freedom, but freedom also needs to be guided. It's not a total freedom. You can do, say anything you like. No one will allow you to do that. Because when you want to say anything, you must know other people also have right of their honor. You don't just accuse people, say bad about people. They also have their dignity. So everything is limited and must be guided. And that is why in Islam is so blessed, always there to remind us, Ihdinas siratal mustaqim. Oh Allah, guide us to the straight path, to the right way. May Allah help all of us protect our children and give our leader the right spirit to stand for what is right. And right is for everybody. And what is wrong is wrong. People want to do anything bad, you cannot stop. And the big scale, you stop, you control. No? That's how we do things. May Allah bless those who are here today. May Allah forgive all of us for our weaknesses. And may Allah also protect us and our children from greater fitna. Amin. Wabillahi taufiqi wal aqli da'wana. And alhamdulillah rabbil alameen. Please, brothers and sisters, our youth camp is on already. Anybody who are aware about that, please don't forget to respond. Yeah, first come, first serve. We'll see how it goes. Because this year there are a lot of Japanese participants who come in. We have informed the Japanese people when we were there last 2 months ago. There are more people who are joining, so don't forget that program is good for our younger generation. And we have 2 activities that we have promoted since last week about Al-Qadim is going to follow up how to help those who have been tested by Allah in Indonesia. And also Tokyo, there is a new mosque project going on, who is also under our supervision by Salam Foundation. Whoever are interested can follow up with us. Then we will share with you further information, inshallah. سبحانك اللهم بحمدك أشهد أن لا إله إلا أنت أستغفرك وأتوب إليك. السلام عليكم ورحمة الله وبركاته.